Imagine waking up to the sound of foghorns echoing across the bay, stepping out to see the iconic orange towers of the Golden Gate Bridge piercing through morning mist, and smelling fresh sourdough bread mingling with salt air from the Pacific Ocean. This is San Francisco, a city that sits on 43 hills at the edge of the American West, where technology billionaires and street musicians share the same sidewalks, where Victorian mansions overlook homeless encampments, and where the American dream collides with brutal economic reality. But here's the real question nobody talks about. Is this legendary city still worth the dream, or has it become one of the most overpriced illusions in America? San Francisco is not just a city, it's a cultural phenomenon that has shaped global technology, counterculture movements, and social progress for over a century. From the gold rush of 1849 to the summer of love in 1967, from the birth of Silicon Valley to the current AI revolution, this 7-by-7-mile peninsula has punched far above its weight in global influence. Today, roughly 800,000 people call San Francisco home, but the Greater Bay Area swells to over 7 million residents, creating one of the most dynamic and expensive metropolitan regions on Earth. Who comes to San Francisco? The answer tells you everything about this city's magnetic pull. Tech workers chase six-figure salaries and stock options at companies like Salesforce, Uber, and hundreds of AI startups that have reignited the city's innovation engine in 2025. Young professionals arrive dreaming of entrepreneurship, drawn by the highest concentration of venture capital firms anywhere in the world. Tourists flock here by the millions each year to photograph the Golden Gate Bridge and ride vintage cable cars up impossibly steep streets. Artists, activists, and free spirits are attracted to the city's legendary tolerance and progressive values. Wealthy international buyers invest in real estate, while immigrants from Asia, Latin America, and beyond build communities in neighborhoods like the Richmond, the Mission, and Chinatown. But here's the truth that travel guides don't emphasize. For every person who makes it here, another leaves, pushed out by costs that would make most Americans' eyes water. Let's talk about the places that define San Francisco's identity. The Golden Gate Bridge is not just a bridge. Standing nearly 750 feet tall with its distinctive international orange color, this Art Deco masterpiece connects San Francisco to Marin County and has become perhaps the most photographed bridge on the planet. Walking or biking across it is completely free, and the experience of feeling the bridge sway slightly beneath your feet while fog rolls through the cables is genuinely unforgettable. For the best views without crowds, locals recommend Baker Beach or the Marin Headlands on the north side. Then there's Alcatraz Island, the former maximum security federal prison that once held America's most dangerous criminals, including Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. Today, it's a national park, and the ferry ride from Pier 39 costs around $45 for adults. Book weeks in advance because tickets sell out fast. The audio tour, narrated by former guards and inmates, gives you chills as you walk through the cell blocks where riots and escape attempts became legend. It's touristy, yes, but genuinely worth it.
Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39 represent San Francisco's tourist heart. You'll find overpriced restaurants, souvenir shops, street performers, and the famous sea lions that have taken over the floating docks since 1990. The sea lions are loud, hilarious, and completely free to watch. Locals often dismiss this area as a tourist trap, and they're not entirely wrong, but there's something authentic about watching these massive animals bark and fight for space while sailboats glide past the bay. The Musée Mechanique here houses one of the world's largest collections of vintage arcade games and strange mechanical exhibits, and it's surprisingly entertaining. Golden Gate Park stretches over 1,000 acres, larger than New York's Central Park. Inside, you'll find the California Academy of Sciences with its living roof and 4-story rainforest, the De Young Museum showcasing American art, the Japanese tea garden that's been here since 1894, bison paddocks, botanical gardens, and hidden meadows where locals picnic on weekends. Entry to the park itself is free, though museums charge admission around $35 each. This is where San Franciscans actually hang out, away from the tourist crowds. Neighborhoods define this city more than landmarks. The Mission District pulses with Latino culture, incredible street murals, and the best tacos and burritos outside of Mexico. Valencia Street here has become a corridor of trendy boutiques and cafes, though gentrification has pushed out many longtime residents. The Castro remains the historic heart of LGBTQ culture in America, with rainbow flags everywhere and a community that fought historic battles for equality. Haight-Ashbury still trades on its 1960s hippie legacy, though today it's a mix of vintage shops, chain stores, and a persistent street culture. Chinatown is the oldest and one of the largest Chinese communities outside of Asia, where you can find incredible dim sum for under $15 and traditional herbalists alongside modern bubble tea shops. Nob Hill and Russian Hill showcase San Francisco's wealth, with elegant hotels, the famous crooked Lombard Street, and cable cars straining up slopes so steep your calves will burn just watching. Pacific Heights might be the richest neighborhood in the city, where tech billionaires live in mansions with bay views that cost tens of millions. The Marina District attracts young professionals with money, featuring upscale restaurants, boutique fitness studios, and people who look like they stepped out of athleisure catalogs. Meanwhile, the Tenderloin downtown struggles with concentrated homelessness, drug use, and poverty that shocks visitors who expected only glamour. Now let's get real about food, because this is where San Francisco truly shines despite the high costs. This city takes food seriously, with more restaurants per capita than almost anywhere in America, and a culinary scene that spans the globe. The city earned multiple Michelin stars across various restaurants, and the food culture here ranges from dirt cheap to absurdly expensive. San Francisco is famous for sourdough bread, and Boudin Bakery at Fisherman's Wharf has been making it since 1849 using the same mother dough. A bowl of clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl costs around $12 and has become an iconic San Francisco meal. Dungeness crab is another local specialty, best eaten in winter months when it's fresh. You'll pay anywhere from $25 for crab from a stand to over $100 at upscale restaurants. Mission-style burritos were invented here, massive aluminum foil-wrapped cylinders stuffed with rice, beans, meat, and whatever else you want. La Taqueria on Mission Street has won multiple awards for the best burrito in America, and you'll pay around $12 to $15 for something that will fill you up completely. Street tacos in the Mission can be found for as little as $3 each at trucks and small taquerias.
The city's Chinese food scene is extraordinary. Dim sum in Chinatown can cost $10 to $20 per person for a full meal, with multiple plates of dumplings, buns, and small dishes. For high-end Chinese cuisine, places in the Richmond district will run $60 to $80 per person, but offer dishes you simply cannot find elsewhere in America. San Francisco pioneered the farm-to-table movement, and you'll find restaurants obsessed with local, organic, seasonal ingredients. Chez Panisse across the bay in Berkeley started this revolution, but San Francisco has hundreds of restaurants following this philosophy. Expect to pay $25 to $40 for lunch at a nice casual spot, and $60 to $120 or more for dinner at highly regarded restaurants. Coffee culture here is intense. Blue Bottle, Ritual Coffee, Sight Glass, and dozens of other roasters treat coffee like wine, and a cappuccino will cost $5 to $6. Food trucks and street vendors offer cheaper options, with everything from Korean barbecue to Ethiopian food available from mobile kitchens. A meal from a food truck typically runs $10 to $15. For budget eating, there are options if you know where to look. Grocery stores like Trader Joe's offer reasonably priced food you can prepare yourself. The Outer Sunset and Outer Richmond neighborhoods have cheaper Asian restaurants where $15 buys a huge meal. Food courts in Westfield Mall downtown or the Ferry Building offer various options around $12 to $20. But here's the reality. Eating out regularly in San Francisco is expensive. If you're dining at sit-down restaurants for most meals, budget at least $25 to $40 per person before drinks and tip. A nice dinner for two can easily hit $150 to $250. The average restaurant meal cost in San Francisco reached around $72 in 2025, making it the second most expensive dining city in America. Daily life in San Francisco is unlike anywhere else in America. The weather defines the experience. Mark Twain supposedly said the coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, and locals know this truth intimately. While the rest of California bakes, San Francisco stays cool year-round, with temperatures ranging from the high 40s to the high 60s most days. Summer brings thick fog that rolls through the Golden Gate in the afternoon, turning sunny mornings into gray, chilly evenings. You'll see tourists in shorts and tank tops shivering on summer afternoons, while locals wear layers. The microclimates are intense. It might be 55 and foggy in the Sunset District, while it's 75 and sunny in the Mission just 3 miles away. Work culture here revolves around technology and startups. San Francisco and the broader Silicon Valley remain the global epicenter of tech innovation, and 2025 has seen an AI boom that rivals previous gold rushes. Venture capital firms poured $96 billion into AI startups, and the city buzzes with entrepreneurs pitching ideas in coffee shops, co-working spaces, and networking events. The work culture can be intense, with long hours and the pressure to constantly network and hustle, but it also offers opportunities unavailable elsewhere. If you're in tech, San Francisco offers the highest concentration of jobs, talent, investors, and resources anywhere. The average tech worker's salary here exceeds $120,000, with senior engineers and managers often earning $200,000 to $400,000 or more with stock options.
For people not in tech, the city offers jobs in healthcare, education, hospitality, finance, and creative industries, though wages often struggle to keep pace with the cost of living. The service industry workers, teachers, artists, and nonprofit employees who make the city function often live in shared housing far from where they work or commute from the East Bay or Peninsula suburbs. Work-life balance here is complicated. The city offers incredible restaurants, bars, cultural events, outdoor activities, and social scenes, but the cost and hustle can be exhausting. Burnout is real. Many people work intensely during the week and escape to Napa Valley, Lake Tahoe, Big Sur, or other nearby natural wonders on weekends. The city empties out on holiday weekends as people flee to somewhere more affordable or peaceful. Social life in San Francisco can be surprisingly insular. Despite the city's reputation for openness, many people find it hard to make deep friendships. The transient nature of the population means people are constantly coming and going. The tech culture can feel exclusive if you're not part of it, but for those who find their tribe, the city offers incredible community. The LGBTQ scene, the arts community, the outdoor enthusiast groups, the food nerds, the political activists, there are passionate communities for almost any interest. Nightlife ranges from dive bars in the Mission to upscale lounges in the Financial District, live music venues in the Fillmore, comedy clubs, theaters, and dance clubs in Selma. A night out including drinks and maybe an Uber home can easily cost $75 to $150 per person. Safety is a complex and controversial topic in San Francisco. The city has struggled with visible homelessness, open drug use, particularly in the Tenderloin and parts of downtown, and property crime, including car break-ins. Crime statistics for 2025 showed improvement, with homicides down 35%, robberies down 25%, and overall violent crime decreasing. However, property crime remains a persistent issue, and many residents have experienced car break-ins or package theft. The reality is neighborhood dependent. Pacific Heights, Noe Valley, the Marina, and the Richmond neighborhoods feel quite safe with clean streets and minimal issues. The Tenderloin, parts of the Mission, and some downtown areas after dark can feel uncomfortable, especially for visitors unused to seeing people in crisis. San Francisco's homeless population remains highly visible, a consequence of the affordable housing crisis, mental health challenges, and drug addiction issues the city has struggled to address. Most residents learn to be street smart. Don't leave anything visible in your car, even in nice neighborhoods. Be aware of your surroundings, especially at night.
Avoid confrontations with people who appear to be in mental health crisis. The vast majority of violent crime doesn't involve random tourists or residents, but property crime can affect anyone. Cleanliness varies dramatically by neighborhood. Some areas are immaculate, while others struggle with litter, graffiti, and human waste on sidewalks, particularly downtown and in the Tenderloin. The city has increased cleaning efforts in 2025, but the problem persists in certain areas. Transportation in San Francisco offers options, but also frustrations. The city's compact size makes it walkable, though those hills will test your fitness.
The Municipal Railway, known as Muni, operates buses, light rail, and the iconic cable cars. A monthly Muni pass costs about $81, and it can get you most places, though service can be slow and unreliable. BART, the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, connects San Francisco to the East Bay, Peninsula, and Airport, with fares based on distance. Biking is popular in flatter neighborhoods, though the hills and traffic can be intimidating. Bike share programs like Bay Wheels offer convenient rentals. Driving in San Francisco tests your nerves and your wallet. Parking is notoriously difficult and expensive, often costing $5 to $8 per hour in garages or $30 or more per day. Many residents don't own cars, relying instead on public transit, ride shares, and the occasional rental. Uber and Lyft are ubiquitous, though rides can cost $20 to $50 for trips across the city, more during surge pricing. Now the question nobody wants to ask, but everyone thinks about. What does it actually cost to live in San Francisco? The answer is brutal. This is the second most expensive city in the United States after only New York City, and by some measures even more expensive when you factor in quality of life costs. Housing dominates the budget. As of 2025, the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in central neighborhoods like Soma, Mission Bay, or Nob Hill runs $3,200 to $3,800 per month. A two-bedroom averages around $3,579. If you want to live in a desirable neighborhood with good access to transit and amenities, expect to pay at least $3,000 monthly for a one-bedroom. Cheaper neighborhoods on the outskirts, like the Outer Sunset, Excelsior, or Bayview, might offer one-bedrooms for $2,400 to $2,800, but you'll sacrifice location and convenience. Roommates are common, even for working professionals. Many people pay $1,500 to $2,500 to share an apartment or house. For those looking to buy, the median home price for single-family homes in San Francisco reached $1.8 million in 2024, a 13% increase from the previous year. Yes, you read that right, nearly $2 million for an average home. Beyond rent, you need to budget for utilities, which typically run $100 to $150 monthly for electricity, gas, water, and internet. Food costs add up quickly. Groceries for one person might cost $400 to $600 monthly if you cook at home, but most San Franciscans eat out regularly, pushing food costs to $800 to $1,500 or more per month. Transportation costs depend on your choices. A Muni Pass at $81 is cheapest, but many people spend $200 to $400 monthly on ride shares, parking, and occasional car rentals. If you own a car, add insurance at $150 to $250 monthly, gas at about $4.50 per gallon, parking fees, and maintenance. Healthcare costs vary by insurance, but even with employer-provided insurance, expect co-pays and out-of-pocket expenses.
Gym memberships run $80 to $150 monthly at popular spots. Entertainment, shopping, and miscellaneous expenses can easily reach $500 to $1,000 monthly if you actually enjoy what the city offers. The brutal math. A single professional living alone needs to budget $4,500 to $6,500 monthly for a moderate lifestyle, according to moving experts. That's $54,000 to $78,000 annually after taxes, which means you need to earn roughly $61,000 to $90,000 before taxes as a bare minimum. The MIT Living Wage Calculator suggests a single adult needs at least $61,000 annually to live comfortably in San Francisco, and that's assuming you're being careful with money. For a couple, the numbers shift but remain challenging.
Two working professionals can share rent and some expenses, but overall monthly costs might run $6,000 to $9,000 depending on lifestyle, meaning household income should be at least $100,000 to $130,000 annually to live reasonably comfortably. Is San Francisco cheap, moderate, or expensive? It's among the most expensive cities in the world, period. Only places like New York, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Zurich compete at this level. For comparison, this same money could rent a luxury apartment in most American cities or buy a house in many states. So who should actually visit or live in San Francisco? Visitors who should come include anyone interested in American history, technology, social movements, or stunning natural beauty within an urban environment. If you have a week to explore, you'll find enough to fill your time with iconic landmarks, diverse neighborhoods, incredible food, and day trips to wine country, Muir Woods, or Big Sur. Foodies will find one of America's best culinary cities. LGBTQ+ travelers will find a welcoming community and rich history. Families can enjoy excellent museums, parks, and educational attractions, though the costs and some neighborhoods' rougher edges require planning. For long-term living, San Francisco works best for high earners in technology, finance, or other lucrative fields where the high salaries offset the high costs. Entrepreneurs who need access to venture capital, tech talent, and the startup ecosystem will find nowhere better in America. Young professionals willing to live with roommates and sacrifice space for opportunity can make it work for a few years to build their careers and networks. People passionate about progressive politics, social justice, environmental issues, and cultural diversity will find a like-minded community.
Who will struggle here? Anyone earning below $75,000 annually will find life challenging unless they're willing to live far from the center, have multiple roommates, and limit lifestyle expenses dramatically. Families needing space and good public schools often find better options in the suburbs, though some neighborhoods like Noe Valley, Bernal Heights, and the Sunset attract families willing to pay premium prices. People seeking peace and quiet will be frustrated by the density, noise, homelessness, and constant hustle. Anyone expecting warm beach weather will be disappointed. Introverts who find constant social pressure exhausting might prefer Portland or Seattle's slightly mellower vibes. Drivers who love cars will hate the parking situation and traffic. The honest comparison between visiting and living. Visiting San Francisco for a week is magical. Living here is complicated. The tourist experience shows you fog rolling over the Golden Gate, sea lions barking at Pier 39, riding cable cars, eating amazing burritos, and feeling the city's unique energy. The living experience includes paying shocking rent, watching people struggle with addiction on your walk to work, dealing with muni delays, having your car broken into, and wondering if you can ever afford to buy property here. But it also includes knowing which beach is sunny when downtown is foggy, having a favorite taqueria the tourists never find, attending incredible free concerts in the park, running into fascinating people constantly, and being at the center of technological and cultural innovation. Let's talk honestly about the pros and cons. The advantages are significant. First, San Francisco's natural beauty is extraordinary. Few major cities offer this combination of ocean, bay, hills, parks, and dramatic landscapes all within the city limits. Watching fog pour through the Golden Gate at sunset is genuinely spectacular. Second, the job market for skilled professionals, especially in tech, but also in other industries, offers opportunities and salaries unavailable in most of America. Third, the cultural diversity brings together people from across the world, creating neighborhoods and communities celebrating dozens of cultures and cuisines. Fourth, the progressive values and social tolerance make it one of the most accepting cities for LGBTQ individuals, unconventional lifestyles, and different ways of thinking. Fifth, the food scene ranks among the best in the country, with incredible variety and quality at all price points. And sixth, the location offers easy access to Napa Valley wine country, Lake Tahoe skiing, Big Sur coastline, Yosemite National Park, and other world-class destinations within a few hours' drive.
But the cons are equally significant and cannot be ignored. First, the cost of living is genuinely prohibitive for the majority of Americans, creating a city increasingly accessible only to the wealthy or those willing to live in constrained circumstances. Second, the homelessness crisis and visible drug addiction in certain areas is deeply troubling and has not been adequately addressed despite the city's progressive reputation and enormous wealth. Third, property crime, including car break-ins and package theft, remains frustratingly common and creates a persistent sense of insecurity. Fourth, the weather is cold and foggy year-round, which surprises and disappoints people expecting California sunshine. Fifth, the city's small geographic size means limited space, small apartments, and a crowded feeling that can become claustrophobic, especially compared to sprawling cities elsewhere. And sixth, despite its reputation for openness, the city can feel socially insular and hard to break into, particularly if you're not working in tech or don't immediately find your community. So, here's the final verdict. Is San Francisco worth visiting? Absolutely yes, at least once. This city has earned its iconic status through genuine beauty, historical significance, cultural influence, and unique character. Plan for higher costs than most American cities. Dress in layers, except that some parts will look rougher than you expected, and you'll have an unforgettable experience. Give yourself at least 4 to 5 days to see the main sights and explore different neighborhoods. Book Alcatraz tickets weeks ahead. Walk the Golden Gate Bridge, eat a burrito in the Mission, ride a cable car, watch the sunset from Twin Peaks. You'll understand why this small city has influenced the world so disproportionately. Is San Francisco worth living in? That depends entirely on your priorities and financial situation. If you're earning over $100,000, working in tech or a high-paying field, excited by innovation and startup culture, willing to sacrifice space and accept high costs for career opportunity and urban amenities, then yes, living here for at least a few years can be incredibly rewarding. You'll build a network, enjoy world-class food and culture, and be at the center of whatever's happening next in technology. But if you're earning less, seeking affordable living, wanting space and peace, hoping to buy property, or starting a family, you should seriously consider whether San Francisco is the right choice, or if somewhere in the East Bay, peninsula suburbs, or a different city entirely might offer better quality of life.
Is San Francisco overrated or underrated? Surprisingly, both. It's overrated in the sense that the romanticized image of endless sunshine, carefree California living, and universal opportunity doesn't match the reality of cold fog, shocking costs, and visible social problems. The dream often exceeds the reality. But it's underrated in the sense that no other city in America quite captures this combination of natural beauty, intellectual energy, cultural diversity, and willingness to experiment with new ideas. When San Francisco works, when you find your people and your place here, when you're earning enough to actually enjoy what it offers, when the fog clears and you see the city sparkling across the hills, it feels like nowhere else on Earth. The problem is that for too many people, that moment of magic costs so much or comes so rarely that the struggle overwhelms the beauty. San Francisco in 2025 is a city at a crossroads. Again, the AI boom has brought new energy and investment after several years of companies leaving during the pandemic. Crime rates are improving, street cleaning has increased, but the fundamental tensions remain. Extreme wealth alongside desperate poverty, stunning beauty alongside urban decay, innovative optimism alongside deepening inequality. This 7-by-7-mile peninsula continues to punch above its weight, attracting dreamers, entrepreneurs, and seekers from across the world. Some will make it here and never want to leave. Others will burn out and move on, carrying memories of a beautiful, difficult, unforgettable place. The San Francisco dream is real, but so is the price of admission, and only you can decide if the cost matches the value of what this extraordinary, maddening, magnificent city has to offer.